What would you say to a person if they say, money can't buy happiness? Poverty can't buy anything. It definitely does. The ability to take care of those you love, help anyone in need and give yourself everything you desire will make you happy. Poverty's not doing the trick, might as well be unhappy with money. I guess I'll have to rent it. I take it that you have never tried cocaine. No, but it buys a lot of security. Money doesn't buy happiness. It buys a more comfortable life. But financial problems aren't the only kinds of problems that exist. For instance, what's it worth being a multimillionaire if you have no trustworthy or reliable people in your life? All the money in the world doesn't make betrayal or disrespect hurt any less. My thoughts. Anyway. I take it you've never been rich then. It can buy me a boat. No, it can't. But it can remove a lot of reasons to be miserable. Money can't buy happiness. But it can remove a lot of the obstacles between you and happiness. A great Johnny Cash quote relevant to this? Success is having to worry about every damn thing in the world. Except money. There is no silver bullet to happiness. You can be poor as a church mouse and find happiness. You can be rich as Croesus and be miserable. With that said, having money opens doors and greases wheels to get you moving in the direction you want to go if you are looking to actually work towards the goal of being happy. You have resources at your disposal that a poor person would need to create for themselves along the way. Maybe not. But it can eliminate a lot of misery. Edit. I feel I need to expand on this. It's a lot harder to find happiness when you don't know how you're going to keep a roof over your head. Or don't know where your next meal is coming from. Try having no money and see how happy you are. Food in your belly and somewhere warm to sleep are probably gonna help with your overall well-being. You fucking bellend. If I'm going to be unhappy either way, I might as well be unhappy in a nice house. A totally BS statement used to justify not paying someone enough. Money can buy safe housing, good food, clean water, clothes, shoes, and health care. Having these things can bring someone happiness because they don't have to worry about whether they can eat today. Who is sad on a jet ski? It sure can eliminate a source of unhappiness. Platitudes can't pay my bills. Give it here then. Money can buy happiness. It absolutely can through security. Security of not having to worry about the grocery bill that you see once you buy all the food. The total that blinks at you on the monitor that seems to scream, "This means you can't afford gas." For the car. Security of not having to budget again to ensure that your rent can be paid. Security of not knowing when you'll be able to put gas in the car that you need to get to work. Because the buses don't run that early in the morning, so you're left staying home that night. Not that you could afford to go out either way. Instead of worrying about that, you have security. You can surprise your kid with a movie on the weekend because tickets are cheap enough that you don't need to concern yourself with it. That you can decide, let's just get dinner tonight, instead of cooking, which gives you more free time in the evening. Money can't buy happiness is bullshit because it can. In my early 20s, I remember having to dig through change to pay for a delivery of a package. Because there was some duties on it being shipped across the border. I had budgeted everything but hadn't thought about that. I owed something like $10 and literally dumped a bin full of change on the floor of my apartment's hallway as I struggled to find it all, as the wonderful man even crouched down and helped me sort through it. I remember having to budget toilet paper and not being able to afford a large package, so I could only get a few rolls until next payday. I remember eating unhealthy because it was cheaper. Today I'd be considered middle class. I was able to go to university and get a degree. Got a decent job, as did my wife. Now I can decide, oh Diablo 4 looks good, I'm going to pick it up. We can decide, let's take the kids to Disney World this winter, and are looking at the possibility of that. I can put gas in the car and not really worry about it. I can take my kid and his friend to see the Spider-Man movie this weekend. I can sign my kids up for soccer and baseball. I've been at the point where I had to make every dollar count, and I've been to the point where I don't need to pay as much attention and can do fun things. A pile of money isn't happiness, but the life you can lead because of it is. Money buys happiness.